That was a huge loss in my life.
After the shocking recent developments in the case of Tupac Shakur's shooting, the iconic rapper's life has been back in the headlines.
He was one of those people that I expected to be here.
And it was only a matter of time before everyone was once again talking about what really happened with him and Jada Pinkett Smith.
I really did believe that he was going to be here for the long run.
Especially now that she's releasing a new memoir with juicy details about her life. The official line from Jada has always been that they were best friends but never dated. However, they'd been linked to each other in the media between 1986 and 1988. This was shortly after they'd first met at the Baltimore School for the Arts in Maryland. Jada recalled their first encounter during an interview with People. She said that Tupac came right over and introduced himself to her on their first day. And to be honest, that doesn't sound like the usual way two people become friends. In fact, it sounds a lot more like Tupac was interested in Jada from the start. But Jada said that she didn't feel the same way. She said that in high school, Tupac was actually kind of funny looking. But she also said that as soon as he approached her, he was like a magnet, which again is not something people normally say about their friends. Jada went on to describe Tupac as being like a brother. However, it was always thought that Jada was not telling the whole truth about their relationship. In 2015, she was interviewed by Howard Stern. She said that she had never met anyone with as much charisma as Tupac, and she revealed that the two of them had once actually put their relationship to the test. And what she revealed was crazy. Jada said that they tried to find out if they were attracted to each other with an actual kiss, but she said that it was disgusting for both of them. Jada went on to explain that as she got older, she came to understand what their chemistry was really all about. But while she was talking, she let slip another detail about the kiss. Jada revealed that it had been her idea.
It was him too. There was a time when I was like, just kiss me. Let's just see how this goes.
They continued to be incredibly close friends for years, and they often spoke publicly about their pure love for each other. While some respected how deeply they cared for each other, a lot of people believed that they were covering the truth about their romantic past. But according to Jada, before Tupac passed away, the pair had a hardcore falling out. She shared with Howard that Tupac believed that her success in the entertainment industry had changed her. Tragically, Jada said that they weren't speaking at the time of Tupac's passing. She said that it taught her that life was too short and that disagreements should not stand between you and the people you love. But sometime later, a bombshell admission from Jaden Smith changed the whole narrative of their friendship. And what he said was really insane. A recently resurfaced video from 2018 showed Jaden in an interview with Big Boy. Jaden was looking at an old picture of Tupac. While looking at the pictures, Jaden made the shocking claim that Tupac had actually proposed to Jada.
Tupac asked to marry my mom.
Jaden went on to say that Jada turned him down because they were best friends. Jaden admitted that he was glad that they didn't get married, and Jada went on to get together with Jaden's dad, Will. And despite all of Jada's claims about her platonic friendship with Tupac, Will has never stopped being jealous of the late rapper. In fact, he has even admitted it himself on several occasions. During an appearance on The Breakfast Club, Will was asked how he felt about the love between Jada and Tupac. Will confirmed that he was extremely jealous of Tupac when he first got together with Jada. He added that he later came to regret those feelings because they stopped him from opening up to interact with Tupac or get close to him. But from what Will shared, the whole thing must have been really hard for him. Although he understood there had never been anything romantic between them, he saw how Jada felt about Tupac. He said that Jada saw Tupac as the image of perfection, and he could never get over that. When they were in the same room together, Will would never go over and talk to Tupac, which meant that Tupac never wanted to go talk to him either. The two rappers missed out on a friendship because of how Will felt about Tupac and Jada. However, Jada was always confused by this, and she would often tell Will how much he and Tupac had in common and that Will would love him. But Will said that he could just never handle it. In the end, Will put it down to his own insecurities and not being man enough to handle it. Although Will has always shouldered the responsibility for his jealousy, a lot of us have always empathized with his situation, since it could not have been easy for him to deal with knowing everything that Jada has always said about her and Tupac. And in the years since, Jada has caught a lot of flack for appearing to keep stirring things up. The bizarre things that have happened in the Smiths' marriage have only made people feel more sorry for Will. A year after the infamous entanglement controversy, Jada made even more enemies when she shared a post about Tupac. On what would have been the rapper's 50th birthday, many paid tribute to Tupac on social media. One of them was Jada, who shared a rare poem Tupac wrote called Lost Souls. In her post, she said that Tupac had written her many letters and poems, many of which were never published. She went on to read out the moving poem that Tupac had left her. While this was obviously a sweet way to honor her late friend, it also stirred up some controversy. After the crazy drama in her marriage in recent years, many people thought that it was insensitive of Jada to share the poem publicly, as it showed how much her husband's rival was still on her mind. People thought that she should have been more considerate about how this would make Will feel. However, she has continued to do the same thing ever since. Earlier this year, Jada again took to social media with a treasured memory of Tupac. To promote her upcoming memoir, Worthy, Jada shared an excerpt in which she recalled the moment when she, Will, and Tupac all collided. She included a video of herself and Tupac dancing to Will's hit song, Parents Just Don't Understand. To some, this was a pretty weird depiction of the kind of emotional love triangle that was being played out. And it seemed to say a lot about how Jada viewed Tupac on the same level as her husband. What Jada wrote in her post only made things seem even more poignant. She pretty much said that not in a million years would she have dreamed of ending up with Will, and that not in a million years did she ever imagine that their three lives would become so intertwined. The whole thing could be seen as pretty suggestive about the truth about Jada and the two men in her life. It was also suggested that the whole thing was a deliberate shot at Will, and that she had written it to attack and humiliate him. But on the other hand, it was only fair for Jada to reminisce about her best friend on his birthday. No matter what the truth was about any romantic relationship between them, it was obvious that they really cared so much about each other, and that the intensity of their personal lives meant that they really relied on each other for a long time. In an interview with Sway in the Morning, Jada talked about the dangerous lives they were living when they met. At the time, Tupac was still earning money selling illegal substances. Jada described their friendship as not being about romance, but mutual support and survival, and about holding each other down in whatever ways they could. So, although there will always be plenty for Will to get upset about, it seems as though he understands why Jada will never forget Tupac. But what do you guys think? Is Jada treating Will fairly? What do you think about her relationship with Tupac? Let me know in the comments below.